Today is one of those videos that I don't know if it's going to help anybody with their short-term day-to-day life. This is not like one of those, 3-minute therapy skills you can do at home. It's more one of those bits of information that I wish was out there in the whole world. I wish everyone knew this, because I find it fascinating. We have explicit and implicit memories. Explicit memories are autobiographical memories, I should say, or facts that you know about the world. What you did last weekend, what you watched on TV last night, like George Washington was the first president of the United States. Those are explicit memories, and you know that you're remembering something when you're in an explicit memory. Implicit memories are, you could think of it as your subconscious. So I think I Googled it, and it is just different verbiage for the subconscious. Here's another way to look at it, though, in comparison with explicit. Implicit memories, you're still in a memory, and it feels current. You don't know that you're in a memory. That's one way to describe it. So, believe it or not, sitting in a chair is an implicit memory. And there's a really cute video there. I don't know how I could link it in here. Because if you just Google baby sitting in chair, like lots of them come up. But there's this one specific video of like a baby like leaning over, putting her foot on it, and trying different ways. And then she finally gets into the chair. And it's really emblematic of the implicit memory system, because for real, if it wasn't for your implicit memory system holding on to this stuff, that's what we would look like every time we try to sit in a chair. The example in Dan Siegel's book, Mindsight, is also picture riding a bike. If you remember the day you learned to ride a bike, that's an explicit memory. When you're riding a bike now, that's an implicit memory. Walking is an implicit memory. So again, you don't know that you're in a memory, and you're in a memory. We also have implicit memories of how the world works, how relationships work. Picture a family where, this was also in the book, picture a family where the parents verbally, explicitly, you could say, we love everyone equally. We believe in equality. So that's what the children are hearing. And then one night a family comes over for dinner, and there's something clearly different about that family versus the family where the parents said that. So it could be religion, that like this is a Jewish family and the family that comes over for dinner is wearing a cross, or vice versa. Could be this is a Christian family and the family comes over either has a Star of David necklace, or the dad's wearing a yarmulke, or it could be race. Anything, or somehow it's clear there's a political difference. I don't know. Like I said, it could be anything. And let's say the parents bristle in some way. The kids could learn we don't see everyone equally. Those differences do matter. So that would be implicit versus explicit. So explicit is verbal, and implicit can be nonverbal. I always like to add for that story, that was the story in the book, and then my little brain went to, and maybe the parents bristled for a very different reason. Like maybe the two wives had gotten in a fight the day before over who knows what. And so there was a teeny bit of discomfort around having this dinner, but they didn't really want to cancel the dinner. So the difference may not have been whatever that obvious thing was. Still, the kids saw the bristle, didn't know why. And then the kid's subconscious mind, implicit mind, may make up stories about it. So I wanted to bring this up and do a video on it because we are living through our implicit memory system all the time, even though we don't know it. So two things I actually was not made into this video, but I'm going to put into this video, is your current perception of the world is formed by 6 neurons in your brain stacked up 2 by 2 by 2. And the middle 2 form your current perception, and the bottom 2 and the top 2 feed to form your current perception of the world. The bottom 2 are everything your senses are taking in the moment. So everything from your 5 senses, like vision, obviously, and temperature, and how the seat feels which would still be the feeling of touch, but like everything your brain's compiling right then. The top two are your implicit memory bank, which is everything your brain has been compiling about the world since you were 6 months gestational, which means 6 months in your mother's womb. So you started compiling your perception of the world at 6 months inside your mother's womb. Obviously pre-verbal, you didn't have words at the time. But so top two and bottom two. Feed in together, but the middle two, bring into the middle two, and the middle two is your current perception. What's most interesting to me about that is that up to 80% of your current perception stems from the top, which is your history, which is your implicit memory bank, which is subconscious and sometimes nonverbal and may not even be true, but it's still true to you. Like I said, that family, it could be that those kids learn like, we don't respect other people's religions, or we aren't really safe with other people. And they could be wrong for thinking that way, because that might not be why the parents bristled. That's why I wanted to add in that example. Parents may have had some sort of reaction for some other different reason. Maybe, I'm totally making this up as I go, but maybe right before the doorbell rang, mom or dad opened the oven and the dinner was burned. And then the doorbell rang. And so mom or dad is in a tizzy because, oh my gosh, dinner just got burned. And what am I going to do? And now they open the door and they're a little bit off. And the kids just notice that mom or dad are a little bit off. And then the kid's subconscious makes up all these reasons why. This is what I mean. And then that goes into the subconscious, implicit bank. And again, 80% of your current perception is formed by the top. You're always viewing the world. We are wearing, my girlfriend Jules says, we are wearing district colored glasses. Monks who meditate like 8 hours a day can get that percentage down to, I think it was like 60 to 65%, but whatever, it's still over 50. And we are not monks meditating 8 hours a day. So 80%, if not more, some studies actually show 90%. Your current perception stems from your history, and you can't outrun that. It is single biology. And like I said, I wanted to come in and say that because I think so many people in the world don't know that. So I just wanted to get the information out there of how much we are run by our subconscious implicit memory bank, which is also our history. And our brain is pulling from it all the time and we don't even know. So as always, or as lately, maybe I should say, because my earlier videos didn't say this, if you do like this video, be sure to like it so it keeps the algorithm going, and subscribe so that you know whenever there's a new video coming. And until next time.